welcome back into the Oasis, where we address all things pop culture, film, TV shows, and games. And today, I'm going to be doing something I've been meaning to do for a while, and I really am going to enjoy doing this. I'm going to tier list every single Marvel MCU movie. Ignore the ads. My ad blocker doesn't work. But anyway, we're going to go through the MCU movies. I see that they added some of the Sony movies because of No Way Home. Yeah, I'll rank them, I guess. I'm not going to rank Moon Knight or Multiverse of Madness because Moon Knight's currently going on. Multiverse of Madness has still yet to hit theaters. We are like 3 weeks away from that. But anyway, without further ado, let's just dive right into this. You know what? First off, we're going to start with Ant-Man and the Wasp. And of course, our tier lists should make sense, obviously. If they don't, then I'll explain as we go. Because we got some stinkers and we got some winners. Now, Ant-Man and the Wasp, no question about where this movie belongs. It belongs in the dumpster. And if you don't agree with me, fine. Again, these are my opinions, but they are the right opinions. Trust me. Because I can prove that this movie should not exist based on one reason and one reason alone. The villain and the heroes have the exact same motivations. Gotta build the quantum tunnel so they can get into the quantum realm. It's like, why are we fighting? Why don't we just all get along, Like, there shouldn't even be a villain in the first place. Like, they fight, they're like, oh, I want to go to the quantum realm. And it's like, well, I want to go to the quantum realm. It's like, why are you fighting? Like, come on. You want to get the same thing, then work together. Go to the quantum realm. You can both go to the quantum realm, get what you want. And then it takes them like an hour and a half to 2 hours to figure that out. Like, I just hope Ant-Man 3's better. I just really hope so. Next, I'm just gonna look off to my second monitor here and just grab whatever. Thor Ragnarok. I'm gonna put an Excelsior because Taika is probably like one of the greatest directors right now. And the fact that he took Thor, a character that had a really bad sequel, and made him a character people enjoyed and loved seeing on the big screen again, like, hands down, such a good movie. Like, it has that Marvel trope of being what I call the ha-ha funny formula. Because, like, I guess every movie nowadays has to be a comedy. I hate it, but I get it. It's like, that's a personal preference. So if you like that, then you like that. But, like, for me, I hate it. Like, these are superhero movies. They're action movies. Like, at the end of the day, I want action. I want some serious moments. And in some of these movies, I'll address it. Like, there's scenes where it's, like, a super serious moment. And then they throw a joke in there, and it's like, well, you want me to care about the threat, but is the threat really that serious? It's like, Marvel, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to care about the scenario going on? Or do you want me to laugh and be like, who cares? Because guess what? It'll all be okay, because they're the main character. It's like, I just wish there would be more serious tones in Marvel movies. And Moon Knight has that. I can't rank Moon Knight because we're not done with it yet, but so far I'd put Moon Knight in like Excelsior. It's fresh, it's new, it's so good. Like, they don't do that many jokes. They take it serious. They add some horror elements in it to make it unsettling and make you unsure what's going on and make you unsure about the characters and who to trust. Like, I have a theory that Layla could be working with Ethan Hawke's character. Like, you just don't know who you can trust. It's so good. It's just Marvel, you need to do this more. Like, it's so good. Next we got what's this one? Ooh. Not Falcon, Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier. This is my favorite Captain America movie. It's just so good. It's the best out of the three movies. I just don't know where I want to place it, because like it is one of the better Marvel movies for sure. It definitely keeps the serious tone to everything. Yeah, there might be a few jokes in there, but like overall it's a good movie. Really good movie. And I think it does deserve to be Winter Soldier. It deserves to be Excelsior, which makes me want to move Thor down though, because like Thor is just like, it's good, but I think it's missing the serious tones, because I like serious Thor. I get that they changed him because a lot of people didn't like him because he was too serious, I guess, but like that's who Thor is. But whatever, they didn't ask me. Marvel didn't call me and I'll phone him, but I'm like, what do you think? They didn't ask me. I'm just a fellow fan putting in my input, doing what I want to do, having some fun. Next is, I want to do a Marvel show. Let's do one I really enjoyed, one I thought is second best to Moon Knight, and that's Daredevil. And I'm gonna put that in Excelsior. It is just, Charlie Cox is my Daredevil. No questions asked. He is my Daredevil. He is just, I was so happy to see him in No Way Home. I get that they put this in here, but I don't think it'll continue into the MCU. I don't. I would love for it, because they put everything on Disney Plus. But I don't think they will, because that is just too much for Marvel to be asking fans to go back and watch 30 episodes of a show to catch up and watch a new show that they're supposedly working on, a new Daredevil show, which I'm all here for. Charlie Cox, amazing. Loved him in No Way Home. His first 3 seasons, not the first 3 seasons, but the 3 seasons of Daredevil that were on Netflix were just phenomenally written. It was really good. I think that they did the Daredevil character really well. But like, again, I haven't watched him in a while, so I can't really go in depth with this. But, I really enjoyed them. I really, really, really enjoyed them. Let's see. I'm gonna just pick random. Doctor Strange. I'm gonna put that in a great movie. It's not mad. It's great. It's great. It's not like top tier, but it's good entertainment. It doesn't do anything to progress, which is why I'm gonna put it in great. Like, it doesn't focus on pushing the story of the MCU further. It focuses on telling a story about a new character that not a lot of people are gonna know about, and that is why older Marvel movies will be superior to new Marvel movies. It's just, that's how it would be. Because new Marvel is like, we have to push the story. We gotta push what we want to do with MC. We gotta push. It's like, you're introducing new characters. You're like trying to do something new with certain characters. You want to tell their story, but then their story gets overshadowed by like the post-credit scenes, the basic stuff like, oh, the MCU is going to do this then, and they're going to do that. No one leaves the theater talking about the movie. They leave talking about the post-credit scenes. And it's really sad to see that, they put hours, months into making these movies, and they focus on telling the larger story. And I get some movies have to do that. But with like certain solo films, you don't have to do that, but they do it anyways. And it's like you walk out of the movie and you only think about the post credit scene. You're only like, oh, they could do this, they could do that with the character. Like it's just like, it's like you kind of feel bad from like someone who really enjoys movies. I feel bad for the directors. Like I feel sorry that they make these movies and they only appreciate the last like 30 seconds of the movies that come after the credits. It's like at this point, just give us the post credit scenes. Don't give us the actual movie. But then it's like, oh, but then we won't understand the post credit scene. It's like, yeah, but you're not going to remember what happens in the movie. So Doctor Strange, it pushes its own story. It tells its own story. It doesn't use itself to push the story of the MCU forward. And I enjoy that. I like that. I like that it's fresh. I like that I can walk into it and just watch it and not be like, oh, it's connecting to the MCU. If it does have a connection to the MCU, then I might not remember. Like, I haven't watched a lot of these. I'm just going off, like, what I remember. But, like, I have watched most of these recently. Most of them I have. I've been kind of binging through them. In my lone time of darkness, of the oasis, and sleep. Yeah. Just kind of going through them, what I remember, what I don't. Next, I'm going to do Black Widow. That's a dumpster. First of all, it's a movie that should have been out way before Infinity War. It's a movie that doesn't get enough credit. Well, it doesn't deserve really much credit. Like, the villain is one of the worst villains in Marvel history. But it doesn't... It just is a movie that they put out to compete with Wonder Woman. They were like, oh, they did Wonder Woman, so we gotta do an all-female film that's really, really good. And focuses on all-female cast, all this, all that. But then it's like, you have Captain Marvel, but that is... We'll get there. Uh-oh. But anyway, Black Widow, like, yeah, it's just... They try to do an arc for Black Widow, but it's an arc that just doesn't work because it's a character that's already gone. She's already dead, so you can't really push an arc there. And it's just really sad that they waited till after she died to make it. And they didn't even give her like a proper send-off, you know? They were just like, she'll get her send-off in Black Widow. And don't worry. It's like, yeah, we focused on Tony Stark in Endgame, but Black Widow will have her moment. She never got her moment. Like, you know, there was like a deleted scene that was like really cool and touching. I just think they should have kept it in, but you know, she never really had a proper send-off. And that's kind of frustrating. But it is what it is, I guess, at the end of the day. Next, we'll do a Sony movie. Spice it up a bit. Yeah. Spider-Man 2. I think everyone can agree it's like one of the greatest superhero movies ever made. I love Alfred Molina as Dr. Octopus. He's perfect. Tobey Maguire is my favorite Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm a little biased because I grew up with these movies, but don't be hating on Spider-Man 2. I'll fight you. They're so good. That's enough. Enough said there. But, you know, it's so good. It's so good. I'm just really bummed with how they treated the trilogy, the third movie, and think Sam Raimi is going to get some redemption soon with Doctor Strange 2. But again, who knows? I really hope he does, because he's a good director, and I really want to see him succeed. I really do. He's been dormant for years. He's like this creature that just like lies in waiting and just kind of like in his sarcophagus, and he's just like another movie I will film, and just kind of like comes out and makes these really good movies, and it's just like, it's so good. It's exquisite. It's great, which is why I think Multiverse of Madness will be really good. But I do think it will have flaws, and I'll get into that later because I do want to talk about this. I'm kind of treating this like a podcast, kind of like the second episode to the Oasis podcast, but it's kind of like its own thing. It's just like, we're going with it. We're seeing what it does. We're having some fun. We're making some videos. We're making some content. Speaking of this great A-tier content, if you haven't already, scroll down, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment. What would you like me to tier list next? Anything you want to see on a podcast episode? I know I saw in the last video someone commented, where's Christian at? Christian is dormant. He's on a journey of self-discovery. I do want to get him on the podcast. Soon. Because I have talked to him recently, and we had a really deep conversation, and it was really cool to have that conversation, and I think it would make a really good episode on the podcast. So I do plan on getting him in on this podcast as a guest or something. Maybe drag him into being a co-host or something. I don't know. We'll see. We will see if we can get him back, because he is like a brother to me. I'm there for him 24/7 if he needs anything. So again, I am more than happy to get him on an episode of the podcast, because he's going through a really cool journey right now, and I think it would make a really good episode on the podcast. We'll see when he's available and when I can get him on. But when I can get him on, I guarantee you that will be some of the S tier content on this channel by far. It's going to be a cool and deep conversation. Next, we are going to do the Eternals. Come at me. It's a dumpster. I can make this movie 10 times better. Here we go. Here's my pitch. You're Kevin Feige. Here's my pitch. Alright? I'm going to make this movie 10 times better for you. Take out half the Eternals. In fact, the movie you saw, dumpster. Get that shit out of here. Get it out. We don't want that. Poo-poo. It's poo-poo. I said it is poo-poo. Alright? Get that shit out of here. New Eternals movie. Get rid of half the Eternals. Angelina Jolie's plotline. Get that shit out of here. Like, why is it a thing? It's like, oh, she gone crazy. And it's like, oh, she didn't get crazy. She's just remembering shit. It's like, how does that serve the plot? Like, it doesn't push anything forward. But okay. Like, there's too many characters to focus on. Then, like, the deviants. Here we go. Celestial living in Earth. Scrap that. Eternals 2. There you go. There's your story for Eternals 2. Deviants, main bad guys for Eternals 1. You started with them. You started an opening title card. Like, epilogue that we had to read. About the Deviants fighting with the Celestials. And the Celestials made the Eternals to fight the Deviants. It's like, if you're gonna take the time to type out about the fight between Celestials and Deviants, don't put them in the movie for 15 minutes, get their ass kicked, and then have the Celestials do Fortnite Battle Royale on an island. That's literally what I thought. I was like, this is Battle Royale. I'm watching Fortnite. The movie in MCU. Yeah. What? It's like, come on. Like, pick a plot, stick with the plot. You can have multiple plots, like Endgame and Infinity War, they did the multiple plot. Mostly Infinity War did that multiple plot thing, but it worked. This is a solo movie about the Eternals. You established Deviants are the bad guys. Then focus on the Deviants. Don't give them 15 minutes of screen time and then 5 minutes of ass kicking. And then it's just like, oh, that's it. We're done with the deviants. It's like, you built them up to be this big ass threat. Angelina Jolie just kills them in like 3 minutes. Maybe 2. I'll say 3 to be generous. You know, I'll give them 3 minutes. But it's like such a waste of time. Like, I almost fell asleep watching this movie. I'm not gonna lie. I almost fell asleep. Like, halfway through the movie, they start talking about, like, should we save humanity? You know, it's like, it's like, come on. Like, we obviously know what you're gonna pick. You don't gotta spend, like, an hour and a half talking about it. Like, ooh, like, it's like, it shouldn't have been made. It's a movie that should not have been made. And the director she's a really good director. She knows what she's doing. It's just, like, it doesn't look good on her. And Chloe Zhao, when she comes, Kevin Feige assigns her a movie, and she goes, I don't want to do that movie. I want to do the Eternals. Here's the script. Like, I really want to believe that the script for this movie was about the Deviants, and Disney/Marvel made them write in the Celestial storyline, but I don't know, wasn't there. So, again, who knows what's going on behind the scenes at Marvel? We do not know. I think Marvel will crumble soon, but I just think it's because they're out of ideas. I don't think it's because they put out bad content or bad movies, bad shows, although kind of their newer stuff's kind of meh. It's just I think they're running out of ideas and they know it. They're trying to drive this multiverse thing, but it's like I don't think they know where they want to go with it. So they're just like, we're going to use the multiverse to use fan service. We're going to throw in all these old characters that bring back nostalgia, and that's going to bring our money in until we figure out what we want to do with it. Like, it's like we've established King the Conqueror. It's like, okay, cool. Speaking of King the Conqueror, I'm going to just put Loki right here. It's like the second best Disney Plus show right now. It deserves to be up there because it is just the fact that you can tell the same story arc for Loki in the span of like a season of his own show and do it again, but make it more emotional in Loki just speaks on how good the writing is for this show. And season 2 is going to top it. I guarantee it. That is a Sam Bass guarantee. Hold my word to it. If I'm wrong, spam in the comments, I was wrong. You can make fun of me. Go for it. But I'm not wrong. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be the best. It's gonna be in my top Moon Knight. Moon Knight's my number 1 right now. And I think it's a lot of people's number 1. Because Marvel can't stick the landing on a lot of their shows. There's only one show they've stuck the landing on their Disney Plus show, and it's Loki. It's Loki. Like, it's just, it's so good. Owen Wilson is just, he's so good. I would love to see Morbius on a jet ski. Can we get that in season 2? Somebody clip this, put it on Twitter. Tag Marvel. Get Owen Wilson a jet ski. I want to see him, like, driving through the timeline of the multiverse on a jet ski, just like going to like kick Kang's ass or something. He's just like on the timeline and just like on a jet ski or something, like a cosmic jet ski. Like, that'd be sick, dude. He's on a cosmic jet ski, just like traveling through the multiverse, like trying to find like Kang or Loki. Like, that'd be sick. That'd be so sick. If that happens, I called it. But anyway, we're getting a little sidetracked here. Talking about cosmic jet skis. Although, that'd be sick to have a cosmic jet ski. But that'll never happen. Speaking of newer Marvel movies, I can talk about what I've been speaking on. Spider-Man No Way Home. Almost perfect. Come at me. It's not an S tier movie. It's not. Mm-mm. Because here's the thing. I can make it an almost perfect movie in your head right now. Guaranteed. Here it is. Take out Andrew. Take out Toby. Take out every single thing that has to do with fan service. Take it out of the movie. What do you have? That's right. You don't have a movie. And that's what I'm talking about. Marvel doesn't know what they want to do with the multiverse. They don't know what they want to do with it. So they are using it as fan service, and they're using it to cash in. They're using it to take our money. And guess what? They will take my money every time. Because every time it has to do with the multiverse, I'm going to walk my clown-looking ass into that theater, expecting them to make some actual non-fan service content and progress the story and finally tell us what they want to do with the multiverse. Is that going to happen? No. I guarantee you, Multiverse of Madness is going to be 2 hours of fan service. Am I going to like it? Yes. When I see it for the first time, I am going to say it is the greatest movie ever. And then I'm going to go watch it again. I guarantee you. Because I normally watch movies twice. That's just because I go in with like my nerd perspective. And I'm like, okay, nerd perspective. Oh my god, it's so good. Then I go in with my critic like analysis. And I'm just like, I don't like that. And I just kind of like pick at it, you know. Kind of like picking at your food when you're 12. You're just like, you know, just going at it. Just like doing whatever. So I will address Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness in a podcast when I get around to it. Or I might do a movie review with it. But I feel like I have a really good idea for a podcast with that. But we'll just have to wait and see. I have some really good ideas for podcasts and videos. I just got to I'm just pushing out videos right now. Just trying to figure out what clicks for me, you know. And I want to do a whole video on this channel. What I want to do with this channel, that'll be coming out very soon. It's a very serious video. And it's a video that's going to be important to me. And I really hope you guys share that video and like get it around, because like this is something that I kind of want to pursue, and I kind of want to see where it goes. And that video that I'm going to put out is going to be very important in how I guess I do this channel and how I kind of see it, you know. Because at the end of the day, it's how I view the channel and what I want to do with it and the kind of people, and make good content for you guys, you know. It's not, I've thought about it, and the content, you do content you love, but you got to make sure it's content that's good enough for the fans, for the people watching the video. But again, I'll get into that in the next video that's uploaded after this video. I'm thinking it'll come out like Tuesday, maybe. Because this video, it's currently like, I think Monday. I think it's Monday night. So I'm going to just upload it Monday night, and then the next morning I will upload my serious talk about this channel. So please look out for that video, watch it, share it, get it around, because, you know, this channel's going to be rolling. It's going to be rolling. I'm going to try and get into the role of pushing out a video a week and seeing what happens. But anyway, back to what we were doing here. As you like to see, I like to get deep. I kind of want to do a deep zone. The deep zone in the Oasis. A video. Series of videos where I get deep with life, bro. I'm going to start that. The deep zone. Coming soon to the Oasis. Keep an eye out. Anyway, Hulk. It's a meh movie. It's meh. It's not special. It's just cool. It's just, It's not a movie a lot of people remember. I kind of forget that it's in the MCU too, not gonna lie. The original Avengers is just, it's so good. It's the perfect story of how to tell a group of heroes coming together to fight one big bad. Because I feel like not a lot of movies do that very well. Like Eternals is a perfect example. It's like, we gotta come together to fight this villain. And each character has their own reason. Like, it's like Thor wants to fight Loki to bring Loki home because he still believes in Loki. And Captain America wants to fight Loki because he believes in justice. And he is all about America and protecting everybody and looking out for the little guy. Like, everybody has a reason for going after Loki. Even Black Widow has a reason for going after Loki. And they all use those passion and that drive to go after Loki, to come together as the Avengers to fight him and make this movie so good. I really, really enjoyed the first Avengers. It was so good. I remember watching it in theaters. It's so good. Hawkeye. I'm sorry. It's bad. It's just, I wish they, honestly, like, it's just, again, Marvel can't stick the landing on these shows. They build up a big bad, and it's like, oh, the big bad. And it's like, Kingpin. It's like, whoa, it's Kingpin. And then it's like 5 minutes of screen time. And then it's like, pow, he's dead. But he's not dead. If you read the comics, you know he's not dead. He's going to come back, obviously. If he doesn't, Marvel, meet me in the alley. 12 o'clock. But, yeah, it's just like, Hawkeye's not an appealing character. He's not. Not a lot of people like him. So it's hard to make a show about a character that's appealing. You know? Next, Spider-Man 2. Bad movie. And here's the thing. It's a bad movie because of how it is written. Andrew Garfield is a very good Spider-Man. He is such a good Spider-Man. It's just the writing he is given is just not good. And then I'll just do this. Like, the first one was it was good because, like, it established Spider-Man. But it's like, it tells kind of the same story, but at the same time it's like, Peter Parker's not a skater. But I still like the Spider-Man aspects of it, so I kind of want to put it higher than Amazing Spider-Man 2, because Amazing Spider-Man 2 just, like, Amazing Spider-Man 2 is but Amazing Spider-Man, I'll put it like a little bit higher, so I'll just do and you know what, it's better than the Hulk, so I'll just put it there. What would I rather watch between these two? That. And then we're just gonna kind of just do this, you know, and kind of subcategorize. I think this is better than No Way Home. The dumpster's the dumpster. There's no better movie. Yeah, it's just the dumpster. Captain Marvel. That's just who I am. 2 words. Brie Larson. I don't like Brie Larson. I don't. I think she is a actress that is what Ricky Gervais says. You are not a political figure, so do not feel like you have the right to tell the public about anything. You are an actor. You act. Stop using your platform to talk about politics and all this stuff. It's like, I'm there to watch a movie. I do not want to be excited for a movie and be like, oh, there's a new interview, and sit there for 5 minutes as you talk about politics and how cocky you are. Oh, Captain Marvel's so strong. She could beat all the Avengers. She could lift Thor's hammer. She'll beat Thanos in one punch. Sit your ass down. Go sit your ass down on the bench. All right? You got your ass clapped by Thanos in 30 seconds. In 30 seconds. And the Russo brothers, they said you can't lift Thor's hammer. So just zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket, and go sit on the bench quietly. Let the big boys fight. You'll have your chance. Maybe. Because, Captain Marvel 2 is not really your movie. It's kind of a team-up movie. So, and I think Marvel is very hesitant on keeping Brie Larson. Because she's a very controversial actress right now. And I get that. But, again, I don't think Marvel wants politics tied to their movies. And that kind of image tied to their movies. And I get that. Like, I don't go to the movies to learn about politics. Or I don't watch YouTube when it has to do with movies for political things. I want to escape politics. I want to escape the world. That's what movies are for. So, again, it's like, why? Why are you doing this? Come on. Like, Next, WandaVision. It's meh. I'll put it above all these, but it's meh. It's a show that doesn't stick the landing. It hypes up a bigger villain than Agatha. Clearly does. If you watch that show and you tell me, that's not true, Agatha was clearly the villain the whole time. Like, that's what they wanted with the show. It's like, no. Why would you introduce the Darkhold? Hint at a husband for Agatha. Agatha's husband is all like, oh, I figured, Edgar, I think. It's like, oh, Edgar, my husband, no. It's like, who's your husband? Like, you're hinting at so much more for this show, but you like, it's like a diver, they're prepared to dive. They're like, and then they do their tricks and, and then they spin around, and then it's like, face plant. It's like, and you're just like, and then you're like, because you're let down, you're like, why you gotta do that, like, if you're hinting at something bigger, introduce the bigger threat. We all know his name. It starts with an M. Mephisto. But, again, they didn't. They were like, Agatha. And then they have the audacity to give her own show, Agatha Harkness, coming out who knows when. That is a cash grab. I am not watching it. I refuse to watch it. Why do I want to know more about Agatha? Makes no sense. Marvel, explain. Please, explain. I'm curious. Why do we need an Agatha show? I can tell you why. Money. But anyway, moving on. Next movie. We're gonna go Venom. It's a meh movie. It's a movie that's a ha-ha formula movie. I haven't really been pointing out the ha-ha movies, but this is a ha-ha movie. It should be rated R. Hands down, should be rated R. But it is not, because Sony wants the movie to appeal to fans. But let me tell you about a great movie called Deadpool. Rated R movie. Made millions of dollars. Guarantee you, Venom could have made so much money if it was rated R. And if you don't believe me, then you are a liar. Because guess what? Venom is meant to be a rated R character. He eats people, and I want to see him rip some people up. But I don't get to see that because they're going for the PG-13. The PG-13. Like, come on. We don't need PG-13 because you want to appeal to children, and it's a Spider-Man character, so therefore it has to be PG-13. It's like, come on. Make it rated R if it's meant to be rated R. And I'm going to just put this. Venom Let There Be Carnage is a bad movie. The only reason people say it's a good movie is because of the post-credit scene, which is one of the biggest blue balls in MCU history. It is one of the biggest blue balls in MCU history. You tease him being in No Way Home, just to put him in another post-credit scene, to then pull him out of that universe and that post-credit scene to leave Symbiote. Like, why? Why? And then the plot is the exact same plot as the first one. Venom and Eddie are like, ooh, no, this is my body. Well, I am living in your body, so I should have the say. And it's like, rah, 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 rah. And then Venom's like, I don't want to be your parasite no more. And goes off and does whatever Venom does. And he goes to a rave, and it's like, there should be progression in the characters, between characters, with the main character. There should be progression. It shouldn't be the same shit over and over. I think it speaks for itself. Honestly, I think it could be a meh if it was a movie. Like, I'm gonna be honest. This show, I didn't really watch. I looked up spoilers for the show every week because the show was so boring. I did not want to sit there and watch it. I didn't. And Anthony Mackie, if this is the best you have to offer as Captain America, I'm not looking forward to Captain America 4. I said it. I will not be looking forward to Captain America 4. If this is the best you have to offer. The only thing I liked out of that show was the costume. The costume was on point. The costumes in Phase 4 are fire. They are fire. But they don't save movies or TV shows. They don't. Next, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm going to put great. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, almost perfect. These are both two great movies because James Gunn is just a fantastic director. Like, he's so good. No questions asked. He's just so good. And I am really glad they let him do his third movie. Because I don't think anyone else could have done it. I really don't. I get that he was fired, not going to get into that, but yeah. I think he is the only one that could do it. Do it justice, I should say. Iron Man. Number 1, obviously, because it speaks for itself. Like, come on, people. Like, let's be honest. Teir, it's the number 1 movie because, I'm going to put it right here, it sets everything into motion. If Iron Man 1 did not exist, we would not have this stellar universe that we have today. We wouldn't. Therefore, it's number 1. And it's a good movie. Really good movie. Yeah. Bad movie. And I will tell you why. With one question. Without looking it up. Do you remember what happens in that movie? Be honest. Do you remember? Because I can tell you what. Nobody remembers. And it's really boring. It's really boring. Snooze fest. It's so bad. It's just... I don't want to talk about it. Endgame... I'm going to put almost perfect. I'm going to put it right there. Because here's the thing. Avengers right here. Yeah. I'm going to put that right there. Yeah. Oh, no. But, where was I? Avengers Endgame. It's good. It's unpopular opinion. Here we go. Popular opinion. This should have been the end of the MCU. Fight me. This should have been the last movie. There should have been nothing after this movie. It's called Endgame. It ties up the MCU perfectly. If it ended that way and they didn't do any more, I don't think there'd be a problem. I don't think anyone would be mad. I don't think so. I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, great job. Great job, Marvel. You have told one of the greatest stories in cinema history. But they're still going because they want to make money. Because again, they work for the mouse. They work for the mouse. And the mouse likes money. And the mouse is going to get that money. They just don't want us to know that. But I know. I know their secrets. I know the truth. I do. But it's a perfect. It's not perfect. It's almost perfect. It's a perfect conclusion. But a movie that could be shorter. Doesn't have to be 3 hours. Doesn't have to be 3 hours. Next, What If? Bad. It only has like 2 good episodes. 3. Captain Carter, Doctor Strange, Zombies. Boom. And it has like 9 episodes. Six? No, fuck it. I'm going to my Disney Plus. I don't care. Go away. I don't want coupons. Open. Thank you. Take me to Marvel. Let's see. Where is it? Am I blind? There it is. It has 9 episodes. That was right. Yeah. Like, let's see. Which episodes are worth watching? What if Zombies? What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? And what if Captain Carter was the first Avenger? Those are the only 3 episodes that are worth watching. So a third of the show is good and worth watching. I did not like it. I thought I wasted my time. But I feel like Marvel's going to slap me across the face, kick me in the face, beat me down, and be like, bet you're glad you watched that shit. As soon as I go to watch Doctor Strange. Guaranteed it. They're going to be like, yeah. Now you ain't going to say it's bad. It's still bad, but I guess I'm glad I watched it then, if it's going to have a big impact on Doctor Strange. But yeah. Spider-Man Homecoming. Almost perfect. It's really good. I think Tom Holland plays a really good Peter Parker. Comic book wise, age wise, like he looks the part. He looks like a teenager. It is so good. Like, it's just, I really, really like it. Put this right here. Tobey Maguire, Willem Dafoe. What do I gotta say? Like, come on. It's not a competition. Like, because the reason there's no competition is because the answer is simple. You know, the answer is super, 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 super simple. Super simple. Yes, it is. Iron Man 2 is almost perfect. It's got its flaws, whatnots and stuff. Thor's a meh. I don't know. Not really. I really like Serious Thor and all, but like, I don't know. The movie didn't hit for me. Just didn't hit for me. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. Some movies hit, some movies don't. It's just how it is. I'm going to then put Civil War in meh. I'd rather watch Thor with Hulk though, and I'd rather watch. Actually, I'm gonna put these right here. Subsections. I'd rather watch Homecoming over Thor Ragnarok. And no, that's perfect. That's just how it is. Wait, why I would not rather watch. I'm gonna put. No, I gotta get in the back of the line. I'll put what if, like, right. Nah, 3 episodes ain't worth it. Spider-Man 2 is like a movie you watch with the background on, background music, kind of shit, But yeah, it's like, what am I talking about? I lost my train of thought. The train has derailed. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Spider-Man. I was talking about Spider-Man. I remember now. Willem Dafoe is a fantastic actor. And if you say not, there is something wrong with you. Tobey Maguire, great Spider-Man. He's a great Spider-Man. Really, 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 really good Spider-Man. He's a really good Spider-Man. Don't hate on Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire. He's really, really good. Excuse me. Black Panther. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. This movie, it's just, I don't know how to put it into words, but it is a very good movie. I really, really enjoy it. I really find it enjoyable and fun to watch. And Chadwick Boseman is Black Panther. Like, I'm gonna watch Black Panther at the end of the year when it comes out, and I'm gonna cry. Like, it is sad knowing we are not going to see Chadwick as Black Panther anymore. And the fact he did it while fighting cancer. The man is a real fucking superhero. He's a real fucking superhero. Like, he's incredible. It's just sad he's gone. Because I know he really enjoyed being Black Panther. But Black Panther has the problem of killing a great villain. Michael B. Jordan is one of the most fantastic villains there are. And they kill him off at the end of the movie. It's like, bruh, what are you doing? Like bring my boy back. Like, I want to see him go through a redemption arc. Now that Chadwick Boseman's gone, I want them to find a way to bring him back and have him be the new Black Panther. Have him go through a redemption arc. That'd be fucking insane. That'd be crazy. That'd be so cool. Like a redemption arc, and he then takes on the mantle of the Black Panther. I think this movie just gets better with age. It's memeable. It's a mess, but it's a funny mess. It gives you some laughs and giggles. It's got good action. It's a great movie. And I think when I first saw it, I'd say it was bad. But it just gets better with age. It honestly gets better with age. And I will say this, and I will live on this hill. I will die on this hill. Old superhero movies are better than new superhero movies. They just are. That's how it will be, and that's how it will always be. Shang-Chi. It's meh. That's harsh. It's a great movie. They need to keep the martial arts. Shang-Chi is known as the greatest martial artist. You need to keep the martial arts in the movie. You can't just do half martial arts, half CGI boss fight. Gotta keep the martial arts in there. The martial arts is so good in the movie too. I was like, oh, dude, we're getting 2 hours of martial arts. Hell yeah, let's get it. And then it's Psych. Fight big dragon. Serpent sneaky thingy. Like, damn it. It's like you're hammering. You're like, alright, time to put the nail up so I can put my picture frame up. And it's like, whoosh, and you just whack your thumb really hard and you're just like, bah, sha. And you're like, I missed. That's how it feels. Age of Ultron. It's almost perfect. I'd put this right about here. I'll put this right about here. Yeah, they shouldn't have killed Ultron. Ultron is such a good villain. He was so good. Doctor Strange 2 better bring him back. And I want to see him back. But do not kill him. Keep him around. Like, come on. He is such a good villain. You didn't have to kill him. You didn't have to kill him off. Ant-Man, great movie. Paul Rudd's really funny. And, like, you know, the movie doesn't take itself seriously. So, yeah, I can't really say, oh, I don't like it because it's a superhero movie. And it's not serious. And this and that. Like, can't say that because the movie doesn't take itself seriously. It's meant to be funny. So, yeah, that's, like, all I can say about that. Far From Home, I'm going to put it right there. It's some of the best writing. Some of. That's a little too praising for this movie. It is a good movie with good writing. I say it's almost perfect because they write the most amazing story of having this guilt that Parker feels, that this need that he has to be the next Spider-Man, but he's not going to be that. And it carries and it affects the choices he makes in the movie. Like, he doesn't believe he can be the next Spider-Man to the point where he makes the choice to give Mysterio the glasses. Like, it's so good. It's so good that they write it and they make you care. You're like, Iron Man's already dead. I get it. You know, you're not going to make me cry twice. You're not going to make me care about it twice. But they do. Like, he's like, even, like, I forget the line, but it was like, maybe if you were, oh, that's the line. He was like, maybe if you're good enough, Tony would still be alive. It's like, holy crap. Like, that's how Parker feels. That is literally how he feels. He feels like it's his fault. Like, he feels like now that Tony is gone, he has to carry this weight of being the next Iron Man, being the next leader of the Avengers. And he's just a kid. He's like, I'm just a kid. I can't do this. I'm not meant for this. But he, you know, and it affects him. It's so good. It's so good. Next, we got, I'm going to put Infinity War up here. I'm going to do that. Yeah. That's what I'm sticking with in the sub-tiering of that. I'm surprised how many Excelsiors I've put up there. I feel like I've put a lot more than I feel like I should put up there. But hey, it is what it is. Infinity War. Excuse me. Yeah. I don't know why I record late at night, but it's fun. I enjoy it. Recording late at night is like, it allows me to let my thoughts flow, I guess. You know, because you're not thinking when it's late at night. You're just kind of like talking. You're just letting everything go, let everything out. Just saying it up front. Infinity War is a movie that has several plots that feed the main plot. You know, Eternals was like two different plots that did not connect to a main plot. It was just like two separate plots. It's like two movies. It's like, come on. What you doing, Marvel? You did it with Infinity War. Why couldn't you do it with the Eternals? Like, come on. Like, you have the Stormbreaker plot. You have the Earth plot, the Wakanda plot, preparing for war. Then you have the space plot. It's like, it's so good. It's so good. And the writing is really good. The emotion. Yeah, there's comedy in it. But I wish there wasn't. It's still an Excelsior, but like, I wish there wasn't. Like, imagine seeing Infinity War and having it be serious and not, no, cracking jokes. Like, not having jokes here and there. Just being serious. Like, imagine how much better people would enjoy that movie than throwing in hee-hee and ha-has. Like, just a thought for you to think about. You know? Just a thought. Captain America, the first Avenger. I'm gonna put it great. It's a good movie to kick off a good character. But, you know, I just feel like I'm gonna put it above these. I'm gonna put that there. No, put that there. There it is. Thor 2 is really good. I really enjoy watching that. Spider-Man No Way Home has no rewatchability value. That's why I'm putting Iron Man 2 above it. Because once the surprises are surprised, then it's like, what's left? What's left? Nada. Nothing's left. Nothing. But anyway, Captain America: The First Avenger. It's a really good movie, and it's like a war movie. It's a really good war movie. What else is there to say? Like, it's so good. It's a really good war movie. I like it. I have fun with it. But again, I feel like it has pacing issues. But it's a good film. It's a great film. It's definitely a movie I watch like every once in a while or have on as background noise for sure. Iron Man 3. I feel like a lot of people are going to hate me for this. Iron Man 3 is a great movie. I'm putting it in great. I don't care what you say. Like, it's a great movie. Like, I think not a lot of people liked it because they didn't do the Mandarin right. Like, if they didn't do the Mandarin right, okay, boo-hoo, get over it. You know? Like, they made up for it. They're like, that's not the real Mandarin. Like, it's just, I want them. Like, I get fans are fans. I'm like that. Especially with Star Wars, I'm like that. Jesus. I am a fucking diehard Star Wars fan. And I am really excited for Kenobi. But this isn't about Star Wars. Get back. You know, this isn't your time. This is Marvel time to shine. But, yeah, it's like, it gets better. It gets better with age. It's like a fine wine that gets better with age. But, you know, it's aged as much as it can. So it'll always stay a great. I think that not a lot of people appreciate some of the movies that Marvel puts out, like some of the older ones. But I think as time goes on, they'll appreciate those more and start to not appreciate the newer stuff. Because here's the thing. Marvel can't do fan service forever. And if they don't know that, then they're dumb. But I think they know that. Because Star Wars and Marvel are like this. The hype for Star Wars fan base is like here. It's like all the way up here. Off the camera. You can't even see it. Marvel's like here. It's like here. Like, they're not close, but, it's still got a lot of fans. And it's got, like, that popularity because it's, it's current. It's new. Da-da-da-da, this and that. Like, but with Star Wars, the sequel trilogy, I really hope Disney learned their lesson with the sequel trilogy. And they don't do this with Marvel. Fan service doesn't make good movies. And it doesn't make fans happy. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Yeah, it makes them happy for a bit, but in the end, it doesn't hide the fact that bad movies are bad movies. Rise of Skywalker, Last Jedi. Well, Last Jedi was just... I don't even think that was Star Wars, honestly. I think that was just some nut job in a basement that wrote a movie about sci-fi, and they called it Star Wars. Like, the people who like Last Jedi, I'm glad you do. I'm glad that you find enjoyment in the sequel trilogy. I wish I could find enjoyment in it, but I just don't. But also, if you do, I'm sorry. But if Marvel keeps going down the road of doing fan service, doing this and that to please fans, just to buy them time to figure out what they want to do, fans are going to riot. They're going to speak up. They're going to say, like, these are meh movies. Like, I don't think we go through watching these stuff just to get fan service. Like, if I wanted fan service and I wanted movies like this, I would watch somebody on YouTube do a movie of just traveling through the multiverse of fan service. Like, I bet you there are people that can make a really good 2-hour deep fake movie of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness just being straight fan service. I guarantee it. It's just, I think Marvel needs to figure out what they're going to do and execute. Because for me, I'm done waiting. Like, I think No Way Home is the peak of fan service. Like, I don't think anybody else wants fan service after that. It's like, ay. We get it. Multiverse. And if they're using the multiverse just to, do fan service, I don't think I'm going to be a part of, like, watching Marvel content very much, at least. Because I don't want to just keep watching fan service over and over again. I really don't. And the fact that it's like they do it and they know they can do it and get away with it because they're going to steal our money anyways, it's kind of fucked up. But I don't think fan service makes good movies. I don't. Yeah, No Way Home. Like, the problem with No Way Home is you have to judge it with the fan service, because that's without it there is no movie. But it's like fan service can only get you so far in the world of cinema. Get you your franchise so far. You can only get it so far. But then comes the reckoning of the fans saying, where's the real story? Where's this? Where's that? Why aren't we getting any story? This is all just fan service. But yeah, back to like what I said. Like, I'm a derailed train right now with my thoughts. I'm just like... But anyway. Yeah, I don't think I'll watch Marvel anymore. Like, Miss Marvel, I'm not gonna watch. No. Because here's the thing. I guarantee you, you don't have to watch it. You don't. I'm putting money on it. You don't have to watch Miss Marvel. The only reason you'll have to watch Miss Marvel is for some stupid post-credit scene at the final episode that's going to tease the Marvels. But even then, it's like, it's probably going to be Brie Larson flying down and then meet up with Miss Marvel and be like, hey, Miss Marvel, we got to team up and go fight Big Bad. Let's go. And then fade to black. It'll be like, the Marvels, coming soon. Like, it's just, it's not going to be worth your time. And it's the first TV PG Marvel show. So, I don't see a good superhero show being made TV PG. I don't see a good one being made. I see a children's show being made. Like, does that mean there's going to be no action in Miss Marvel? Like, if it's TV PG, like, that means there's got to be barely little to no action. I'm guessing. I'm just assuming here. Don't take my word for it, but, like, that's the thought process. It's like, yikes, you know? What are they doing with it? What are they doing with Miss Marvel? I think I'm just gonna treat it like Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm just gonna watch, like, spoiler videos or something. I don't know if I'm gonna, like, invest 40 minutes of my life every week to watch Miss Marvel. I really don't. I don't see the point in it. But anyway, this is the correct MCU tier list. Like, this is where I put it. If you do agree, if you don't agree, put in the comments, be like, I don't agree. And tell me, where do you think I went wrong? Share this video with your friends, you know, send it out to them. Be like, hey, check out this, you know? What do you think? Start a discussion in the comments, but don't forget to smack that subscribe button. And again, I do have a serious video about this channel coming out Tuesday that I really, really am going to pour, like, my soul into. And it's really important. And I really hope that, like, the people who watch it share it with people around them, because I do want this platform, the Oasis, to take off. And I think it could be the next big thing on YouTube, with the right support and the right oomph that you guys possess. Again, you, the viewers, have control of where channels go. And I'm more than happy to do content that I love, that you guys want to see. But again, that is for the video coming out Tuesday. That is a very big and important video for this channel. And I really, really hope you guys watch it, leave what you think in the comments, and share with at least 2 to 3 people. And tell them to share it. And, you know, get the web of Oasis growing. Because this can be huge. It can be. It can grow. And it can be whatever we want it to be. Because here's the thing. Channels now on YouTube, they are one thing. But I'm trying something new. I'm trying to do a channel that is its own living, breathing thing. You know? Where the viewer have control on what gets put on this channel. So again, the video comes out tomorrow. Share it. Leave what you feel how you feel about this channel in the comments. Smack the subscribe button. Smack a like on this video. And I will see you back in the Oasis on Tuesday for that video. And I really hope you guys have a good day. We are signing out here at the Oasis.